hi everybody. Welcome to HowDoWeHuman, the podcast where we overanalyze all of the weird and uncomfortable micro moments in life. I'm Evan Cox.
And I'm Chris Binning.
And today we're going to be talking about elevators? I tried to take your cadence. Did it work?
Elevators in public?
Actually, yeah, that works. Elevators in public.
I would love to take a private elevator.
Oh my god. I've never considered that.
Me neither.
Is the most luxurious sounding thing I can imagine. I want a private elevator so bad. But before we get too deep into private elevators or public elevators. Hey, you.
Me?
Yeah. Chris.
Yeah. What do you want from me, Evan? What are you trying to ask me?
How you doing?
Oh, well, thank you for asking. I'm doing pretty well. I will say that, after last week when I wore what was too warm of a shirt for the recording environment we were in, I have dressed much more appropriately for the weather here. Although when I left my apartment, it was significantly different weather outside, and so I thought, well, this will be kind of funny for the bit if now I've dressed for warm weather and it's cold. But I've arrived at this recording location, and the weather outside is warm.
Not frightful.
It is not frightful at all.
You committed to a bit that nature
had other plans. I feel like every time I check the weather and look at it and plan accordingly, it changes.
Yeah.
And it's just Mother Nature. I think Mother Nature has a specific vendetta against only me and she loves to toy with me.
That seems likely. I check the weather so infrequently, but I kind of feel the same way. I'll check the weather once every 3 years, and it'll fuck me up.
Yeah.
Never check the weather.
Yeah. I do. In terms of things going on in my life, other than what am I wearing?
That's what everyone's asking.
That is what everyone's asking. And, I've addressed it, but it's enough about what I'm wearing. What about my work? And several months ago, and for many years prior to several months ago, I was a big fan of making romaine lettuce-based salads with my dinner meals.
Okay.
But then, of course, there were the numerous recalls. And
that was our segment, Recall.
Yeah.
It'll be back.
Yeah. You guys remember the album. And so I had to find alternatives. But, the news on romaine lettuce has kind of died down. They're back on the shelves.
They're back, yeah.
Yeah, they're making a comeback. And I was like, I think I'm ready to get hurt again.
Yeah.
And so I went to buy some romaine lettuce for a salad. And I had the salad, and I thought, this was disappointing.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What
and
happened?
I wanted to love my romaine lettuce. Because I'm a hopeless romantic, but I just couldn't do it.
That. Did you switch over to something else in between? Were you eating some spinach, eating some arugula?
No, I never stooped to spinach.
Ah, I love spinach.
Not even a little baby spinach. No.
Okay.
I would have grapes.
No.
I would have bell peppers. I would have like mandarin oranges. So I would.
Salad sounds insane.
Yeah, I never had them all at once. But I was struggling to find myself. It's like, who am I in this post-romaine world? And I still don't have the answer.
But you're not an iceberg man.
I'm an iceberg man. I've been an iceberg man for a long time.
Yeah.
Ever since Titanic, probably. I was like pro iceberg.
Good iceberg.
That's a good iceberg. But I just, I want to get back into my romaine days, and I just can't. I can't do it if it's gonna disappoint me. I don't want to get E. coli.
Are you Caesar in it? What are your salads?
What are my salads?
What are your salads?
I do either like the American blend or things like that. Where I'm not chopping up this lettuce myself. I'm
red, white, and blue.
Yeah, it's red, white, and blue with bald eagle feathers, and dipped in French fry grease. No, it's. I'll be honest with you. I don't really know what it is. It just says it on the bag.
All right.
And so I buy it.
You were America first.
America first. I say it whenever I go to a restaurant. I say American cheese, American salad, America first.
Just cheese and a salad, please.
Just cheese. Yeah. I'd like the appetizer of the salad, and for my main course, just slices and slices of Kraft Singles American cheese.
Yum.
Yum. Evan. How you doing?
Ooh, good question. Good question.
Yeah, the word question too long for you. You got to abbreviate.
Good question. I haven't heard it done before. That's my thing now.
I can't wait for your ants.
I'm doing good. I'm a little tired, a little loopy. Call me a little loopy.
Call you a little loopy?
Yeah, call me a little loopy.
Okay.
That's my name.
Is that the sequel to Call Me By Your Name?
Mm-hmm. Call me a little loopy.
Call me a little loopy.
Yeah, I had a
nominated for 12 Academy Awards.
I mean, we can only
call
assume.
me a little loopy.
Yeah, I had a weird thing happen that I need to share. I need to share about this.
Spill those beans.
Spill that tea. I mentioned to you a little bit ago, I went to a metal show recently.
You did mention this.
I did.
I can confirm.
A metallic concert. I went to see the band Deaf Heaven, which is awesome and was a very, very fun show. Baroness opened for them. And so Baroness was playing. This is they're like hard rock on the low end of metal, like not crazy, but still like they're a heavy band. And they're playing some heavy tunes, man. And they're in this song that's growing into this big crescendo that's about to build into another song. It's like this 10-minute long epic that's happening. And like 8 minutes into it, like right at this part where it's getting to like a building up to something, the band just stops playing and steps back. And this guy in a suit walks out straight to the mic and just says a person's name. I'm not going to give the person's name out, but let's say their name was Ben Smith. This guy just walks out and goes, "Ben Smith? The fire department is out in the lobby. They need to see you. If anyone knows Ben Smith, tell Ben Smith to go out to the lobby." The guy in the suit walks out. Band picks up exactly where they were as if nothing had happened.
What?
Never mentioned it. Again, no checkup on this guy or what happened. So it's the weirdest vibe I've ever been in, because a part of me is like, well, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It is pretty funny.
Another part is like, what? Oh, that's like a serious emergency. What happened? And we never knew. I don't know what happened. It was the strangest vibe at a metal show.
Yeah.
To be just like in the middle of that and then suddenly have a very point blank emergency that's very personal to someone.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
I scoured the name on Twitter. I couldn't find a hashtag. No one was talking about it. I will never know what happened.
Man.
Isn't that weird?
It is weird.
I don't know if that's a good story or not, but I just had to share the weirdest
vibe
I've ever felt.
It was in the middle of one song?
It was in the middle of a song, yeah. And
man.
I don't. They must have like talked into their earpieces or something and just said, "You all need to stop right now," and they just did.
Huh.
It was
That is
crazy.
That is crazy. I have so many questions, but I can't
don't have any
formulate
answers.
any of them into words.
I have no answers for you. So maybe it is not a good story. But
Can I ask this?
please.
And it's unrelated, so maybe you'll have an answer.
Mm.
How's the therapist search going?
I haven't.
And also, how do you search for a therapist? Because I imagine it's a lot of standing on top of rooftops, scouring the city.
No.
Ah, damn.
You gotta go through your insurance, my boy.
I'll be honest, not the answer I expected.
It's the answer you get.
Okay.
And yeah, no update. I haven't looked.
Oh.
That phone call.
Yeah, it really soured you on all of therapy.
No, it didn't sour me. It just threw me off so hard I haven't been able to revisit it. I just went, well, that broke me. I will revisit this 3 months from now.
Okay.
We'll see what happens then.
All right.
Hey,
Was that some elevator music?
We were both trying to segue at the same time. Yours was better. Yeah, that's elevator music to me. Hey, let's get into our main topic.
Let's do it.
You want to talk about elevators?
Yeah, I would love to talk about elevators.
I'll start by saying I am so excited to be talking about elevators. I am giddy at how specific this topic is, and just giddy to see what comes out of it.
See how dumb we get.
Is this an episode of a podcast?
Yeah.
Let's see what
Is it
happens.
just two people who need to be locked up?
In an elevator.
Straight jackets.
USA. My best jackets anywhere else.
Would you agree that what goes up must come down?
I thought about it.
Yeah, it's not a thinker of a question, I don't think, but
Yes.
good answer. Good answer.
Thank you. So I've actually had elevator conversations with a few people in my life recently before we'd even decided to do this. It's just been a topic of conversation in my life. A lot of people have a lot of anxieties around elevators, and I think there are two different kinds. And I wonder if you have one, the other, or both, or neither.
Wow. So many options. All of the above.
Social anxieties. Just
Okay.
being in an elevator with people and having to worry about people being around you and saying weird things or looking at you or thinking about you or... Ugh. And then fear, phobia, danger, tower of terror, broken elevator.
Beware the elevator.
Yeah.
I guess to an extent I have both, but I would say that both are not particularly severe.
All right.
I do, when in an elevator, I usually can't help but wonder, like, what if this thing snaps and we all go down?
Yeah.
There's also, it's not so much the fear of, like, are other people going to be talking to me or whatever. I more have the fear of, like, getting stuck at the back of the elevator when the doors open for my floor and there's just so many people not paying attention that I can't get out in time.
Yeah, everyone's got their headphones in.
Yeah. Or they just don't care. They're like, this isn't my floor.
Yeah.
But I have to stand right here in front of the doors for when we do get to my floor.
That's a rough one. Like, I get it. If it's a packed elevator, somebody's got to stand in front of the door. But man, sometimes I get in an elevator with 3 people and one person who is at the top, who has the longest trip to go. That's where they're going to hang out.
Where do you like to stand in the elevator?
Back left corner.
Oh, I am probably gonna give that same answer. Either back left or back right. Either corner towards the back where I don't have the responsibility of pressing the buttons for everybody.
Ooh, yeah.
And I can just
reasoning.
lean back on the little like tiny rails that they have back there.
Yeah, I didn't realize I had that specific of an answer until you asked it.
Yeah.
And it all flashed through my head. Time slowed down. I remembered every elevator trip I've ever taken. And yeah, I definitely go to a specific spot. And it is a corner. I feel good in corners.
I do too.
Ooh, corner people. We when we were taking classes together, we would go to the back corner.
That's true. We would sit in the corner.
It's the place to be.
On stage, I typically would stand in the corner.
Yeah. Wait, is that you in the corner?
No, it's me in the spotlight.
Oh, that's you. Never mind. I was thinking of something else.
So it has begun. The stupidity so early.
Call me a little loopy.
How many floors do you think is the appropriate amount of time to like take the elevator instead of the stairs?
Ooh, great question. So yeah, in the current building I work in, we don't have, and this was the same in my last apartment when I lived upstairs, no access to the stairs going up. You can only go down.
Oh, so
The door locks.
So what goes down does not have to go up.
Well, what goes down has to go up in an elevator. So that kind of bums me out because I'm not an in-shape person. But when I used to, I used to work in a building that did have stair access, and that was it's a really good workout to just take stairs.
Yeah.
If you're I think we were on the 7th floor, even just like 7 flights of stairs.
Oh, for sure.
Get your heart pounding. It's a
Yeah.
good way to start the day. Currently, I'll get into that in a little bit. It's very complicated. I don't know what floor I'm on. That's a whole nother basket of bread.
Okay.
Did anything I just blacked out? Did anything I say was any of those sentences?
They were all technically sentences. I don't know if they all made sense.
Shoot. I think the proper amount of stairs, or the proper... What was the question?
How many floors do you think, like, if you're deciding whether or not to take the elevator or the stairs, what's the number of floors where you're like, oh, I'm going to take the elevator?
For me personally, well, I'll say, to give myself a little... I don't want to be too confident in myself. I want to say the number would be like 8, but let's call it like 5 is the barrier. Under 5,
under 5 you're taking the
day.
stairs? Okay.
5, stairs all day. 6, no, because I did work in a building on the 7th floor and take the stairs. I know I didn't do it every day.
Right.
There's definitely a lot of days where it's like, that's too many stairs. Yeah, around there. Between 5 and 7, I think.
Okay.
Anything above that, that's madness.
Yeah.
You?
I'm going to go way lower. I'm going to say... I would say 3 or more. I would be more likely to take the elevator.
I would do 3 flights of stairs every day.
I think I would. It depends on, different circumstances day to day, I'm sure. But I would say on average, if I have to go more than 3 stories, I would take the elevator. Going up at least. Going down, I'd be more likely to take the stairs at a higher number.
Yeah.
Gravity's helping me out there.
You just fall right down.
Yeah, I just throw myself down flights and flights of stairs.
Oh.
This is faster than the elevator, but I can't really do that going up. So
Have you tried?
I have. The doctors say, don't do it again.
Wait a second. The doctors are fine with you throwing yourself down the stairs?
Yeah, they're like, it's fine. Because they agree it is faster than the elevator.
Well, 9 out of 10 doctors agree.
Yeah, but that other doctor, doctor number 10, sucks.
And he hates orbit gum.
He hates orbit gum.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Do doctors rate
fact,
orbit gum, or is that just toothpaste?
Little known fact,
Dentists?
all doctors are dentists.
All doctors are dentists, and
But not all dentists are doctors.
Tasty.
Okay.
Okay, enough.
I can understand the fear that a lot of people have, though, because it is a confined space.
That seems to be the big thing.
Yeah.
I am bold in the face of elevator danger. That does not scare me at all.
You laugh in the face of elevator danger?
Kind of. I have the thought the same amount of time as you say you do, or is it just like generally, yeah, you pop into an elevator and you go like, I've seen some movies. I've been on the Tower of Terror.
Right.
I saw Emilio Estevez get stabbed in the eyes in Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
That could happen to anybody.
That could happen to anybody.
That could happen to anybody.
We could all be breaking into some facility and it could go horribly wrong and we could die. That could happen to any of us.
Could happen to anyone. Spoilers.
It's like the first scene.
The first 3 minutes of Mission Impossible.
The movie's like 30 years old.
But yeah, I'll have that thought, but instead it doesn't inject fear into me. It injects a challenge.
Oh.
I know you can survive an elevator dropping. And I think like, okay, if an elevator starts dropping from this floor, what would I do? I'd prop myself up, pin myself in a certain
Well, I mean, we
back
both
left corner.
are in the corner, and I do think that is part of it. Is like because not that it would really do anything if the elevator really dropped.
Your knees
but I've
are
got
going to shatter.
yeah, I've got immediate handholds right there.
Feels good.
Well, yeah, it gives you a sense of security.
I know it's dumb. Da-dumb.
I know it's da dumb.
Hey, I know. I know it's dumb, but I will always have the thought of like, if you are watching and the elevator's going down, you can see the numbers going down up because that's still working for some reason.
Yeah.
And right before you hit the ground, you jump.
Oh, yeah.
And then you could just land perfectly safely. I don't think it's even possible. I feel like maybe Mythbusters did something. I've seen someone tell me that, like, that's not a thing that can happen. But, man, I'm going to try.
Yeah, every time you get into an elevator, you're just hoping for the chance to leap into the air as the entire elevator smashes around you.
I wish I could say that wasn't the case, but
Oh, my God.
That's where I'm at. I said I am bold in the face of elevator danger. I also don't have some people have a fear of being trapped in an elevator.
Yeah.
Which that kind of leans more into the claustrophobia thing.
Yes.
That would seem like a nice little small vacation to me. Because if you're in an elevator, you're going somewhere. You're probably to work.
Right.
Like, all right. Sorry, no service in here. Can't send any emails. I'm going to hang out in this elevator for the next 6 hours. Come at me, fireman.
Have you ever been trapped in an elevator?
Not. I mean, clearly not like for any real amount of time.
If nothing has sprung to your mind already,
No, Chris, let me think about this. I need
let me
I need a moment.
carefully think about every elevator ride I've been on.
Have I ever? That's true. There was this one time somewhere in Anaheim, and I was on this elevator, and it just got crazy. There was ghosts. And once it reached the top, it did just crash to the ground. And suddenly all the Guardians of the Galaxy characters are around.
Do you have any photographic evidence of this?
Yes. There is a photo. And there's a lot. Everyone's sitting down and they've got their hands in the air.
Are they waving them like they just don't care?
Kind of.
Oh.
Anyways, what are we talking about?
Have you ever been trapped in an elevator?
No. No, not really. No, you?
I have.
How'd it go?
That leads to my only story that I have for this episode.
Hell yeah.
The second place I lived out of 3 in Los Angeles was this terrible building that I did not enjoy living in. I did not enjoy my landlord. Did not enjoy my roommates.
Oh.
All right, I don't know if I appreciated that tone, sir.
Oh, jeez.
But one day I was taking the elevator down to my car, to the parking garage, and I got in the elevator. I pressed the button, and the elevator moved 5 inches maybe, and just went chunk.
Ooh, yeah.
And then
I forgot I used to have an elevator that would do that just every now and then. I wouldn't get stuck.
Yeah.
It's a terrible feeling.
Oh, yeah. And the door, like, would slide open maybe half an inch. And so it would, like, open and then realize it couldn't open further and close again. And so I kept trying to, like, door open or whatever. And I don't know why I was going to do this and not, like, report it to anybody. But I was like, it's only 5 inches down.
Yeah.
So I'll just open the door. I will step over the 5-inch ledge.
Yeah.
I will close the door and I will disappear. But I couldn't get the door. I tried moving it with my hands, and elevator doors are much too heavy to be moved by my strength. And so I sat there. I'd pressed all the different buttons except for the call help button. So I was like, I'm getting out of here. I don't need help. I'm a big, strong man. I'm not going to ask anybody for help.
How'd that go?
It didn't go great. So eventually I sat in there for, I don't know, 10 minutes. Because I was like, at the 10-minute mark, if I haven't gotten out of here, then I'll ask for help.
Yeah.
And so that 10-minute mark hit, and I was like, here we go. And I pressed the little button, and it, I don't know what it, patches you through to. But whoever it was, I guess, just not having a great day. Because he was not pleased to be talking to me. And so he was like, okay, he was so sassy, right out the gate. Guy
already.
Okay, what's going on? I was like, well, I'm trapped in the elevator. And I was so calm.
Yeah.
I was just calm and collected. I was like, here's what's going on. I've tried all the different options, and now I'm talking to you. And he was like, okay, what's the address? So I give him the address, and he was like, what was the address again? So I give it to him again. And he's like, okay, thank you. We'll get it taken care of or something. It's like, what? And so he hangs up. And now I'm just in the elevator. And then it goes down one level.
Okay.
After 3 minutes or so of me just is somebody coming? What is happening? And then 2-3 minutes later, the elevator goes down one story, which was not the amount that I needed it to go. But the door opened and I got out of there and went right to the stairs.
Jesus.
Yeah. Also, that experience of talking to that guy, not super helpful in terms of if I get in this situation again, it's going to be fine.
It makes you wonder, how often does this happen?
Yeah.
If he's that, if he's that nonchalant about it.
Well, not even nonchalant. He was just it's like he was irritated. Hey, this stupid guy stuck in the elevator.
To be fair, you were.
I was stupid. There's no doubt about it. I was very
stuck in an elevator.
Oh. Yes. To be fair, I was stuck in the elevator. It's a very dumb situation.
I've never been that I remember. I'm still thinking. Maybe
you're really searching deep into the recesses of your memory.
Maybe I have been trapped in an elevator, but I do have a trapped in the elevator story. There's a little twist on it, though.
Is it the plot summary of the movie Devil, where those 5 people are trapped in the elevator, and I think one of them is Satan?
It's me. Not me. That's what he says in the movie.
Yeah.
The reveal. It's
reveal.
Like an hour 20 into the movie.
Yeah, somebody's it's me.
Credits.
I'm Satan.
That part was played by Elmo, right?
I think that movie would... I've never seen it, but I have a feeling it would be made better if just one of the people on the elevator were Elmo the entire time. But like Elmo with little devil horns.
Honestly, and I don't care what sort of backlash I get for saying this, I think every movie should have one character replaced by Elmo.
I could see that doing nothing but good in the world.
Schindler's List, like how it's all black and white. Except they show that girl in the red dress, but it's just Elmo.
No. I mean, that one might be in poor taste. But man, those colors would pop.
Oh my god. I'm going to be honest, it's going to be really tough for me to focus on the rest of the episode not picturing Elmo in other movies.
There's a lot of movies with that, like, do that, like highlight reds.
Yeah.
That's the Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
Reds. Was that movie?
Would Elmo be Haley Joel Osment? I see dead people.
I think in the Sixth Sense.
Or would he be Bruce Willis?
I think he...
Or Donnie Wahlberg.
I almost think it would be funnier if the Sixth Sense was left almost entirely intact. Except for there's that one scene where there's like
in the very beginning.
I mean, hey, yes, that's a sell. Talking about where he's underneath the blanket. There's just that one ghost underneath the red blanket. Yeah. The entire rest of the movie's the same. There's just this one, and underneath the blanket is Elmo with like vomit all over his face. I gotta rewatch The Sixth Sense. That's a jam. God. It's a fun movie. Anyways, back to elevators. We'll think of more Elmo movies.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, we will.
St. Elmo's Fire.
Oh, of course.
So I'm going to mention Walgreens every episode we record. But at Walgreens, we had an elevator that just went up one story, which is where we would load stuff in. So the truck comes up, loads all our product in, we take it up the elevator and move over. And this is an elevator, it being that you load stuff in pretty frequently, we all know this elevator pretty well. Elevators, and it starts closing and someone's like, hey, wait for me. You could put your arm out and there's the little center thing. You just push the center thing and that opens the doors back up. This elevator worked like that, like every other elevator in the world.
Okay.
All of a sudden, one day, my friend Anthony and I are unloading stuff, and I'm outside the elevator, and he's just starting to come out, and someone says something to him, so he kind of stops, tries to stop the elevator. It just closes on his chest.
What?
And straight up traps him halfway in the elevator.
Like pinned in the doors, like 127 hours?
Just like that. Except it was his chest, so he cut his chest in half.
He cut himself in half?
Yes. Survived.
Well, yeah.
And he's here with us now.
Oh, it was only the bottom half, though, so he can't get on mic.
Sorry, man. But yeah, I had to pull him out. It was genuine, like it almost seemed like funny and a joke at first. Like, oh god, that's silly. Because again, like you can push the elevators, the doors back, and it just wouldn't. It was genuine. It was like constantly closing.
That is terrifying.
It's funny in retrospect, but yeah, at the moment it was like, oh god. I've lost Anthony. I gotta talk more about the people you run into in elevators.
Oh, the people you'll meet.
Oh, the people you'll meet in the elevators you'll ride. There are... Let's find, what type of person are you in an elevator? We're obviously both corner people.
Unhinged maniac.
Wow, that's great.
Every elevator is just a battle royale.
It's me. I am very much put my earbuds in and bring the music down. I don't want other people hearing what I'm listening to because that would scare me. I don't want anyone to know what I'm listening to on any given day. It's a secret that only I and the people who follow my Spotify are aware of constantly. Yeah, I find it I mean, earbuds in general life are a good defense against having to talk to people.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm no eye contact earbuds guy.
I'm generally no eye contact. Maybe when I first walk in or they first walk in, we may look at each other and nod in terms of like, right, we're both going to be in this confined space. I recognize another person is in here. Now let's never look at or talk to each other again.
It's very kindly of you.
Thank you.
I genuinely approach every person I don't know that comes onto the elevator as a villain in my life.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just when you get in it, I know it's impatient and I know it's shitty of me. But God, when I get in an elevator, I just want to get where I'm going, and every person that comes on is another floor that we're going to have to stop on before we get there.
Oh, okay.
And it makes me sad, and I'll get like, I don't say anything to anyone, I'm never rude to people, but I probably give off a vibe of like every time the door opens, like,
well, I think when you do that and they walk in, you're like, ugh, I think that probably does give them some sort of vibe.
Enough?
I think they probably pick up on it a little bit.
I don't think I let it out. I think it's an internal, just
Sure.
It radiates.
Yeah.
But, I just like being in confined spaces by myself. Give me an elevator I can be in alone. I love elevators. I'd ride it up and down all day.
Do you like your elevators fully enclosed, or do you like the glass windows on the side so that other people can be like, there's a guy in that elevator.
Hey, look, Mom.
Look, Mom. He's flying.
It's me. I'm gonna run that bit into the ground. I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind great glass elevators.
Do you think in Willy Wonka and
Yes.
the Chocolate Factory that Elmo would be Charlie, or do you think he would be all of the Oompa Loompas?
Ooh, or just one of the
They're all exactly the same.
It's just one.
Except
And he's
there's
like
one
far in the
that's
background doing the dance. No, I like a good glass elevator, but hey, leave those in Vegas, Let that be a vacation for me to get a view. Or if I'm going to the top of the Space Needle, Seattle.
Yeah,
I did it.
Yeah, God forbid we go one episode without a Seattle reference.
Or Walgreens. I'm hitting all the hits. Moving 92.5. Oh, I might cut that out. That's a way too local reference. That's where I used to work.
You seem very fixated on elevators and connecting them to vacations.
Yes. I think there are a lot of things in my life that I like to leave to a vacation. If I go up a glass elevator every day of my life, glass elevators are boring.
Yeah, it's not special. Yawn. A glass elevator?
No.
I would never.
But on vacation, glass elevators all day.
On vacation, glass elevators all day.
It's part of what I love about Vegas. You get all sorts of weird
some people
elevators.
go for the drinking and the partying and the
there for the
casinos.
elevators.
I am there for the glass elevators,
One
baby.
more floor. There's a glass elevator going up to the M&M store. There's at the Luxor. You can get in an elevator that goes at an angle. That's a good time.
The M&M store is something that I have been to the one in London. Maybe you've heard of it. I don't know why I did that.
Hey, I have.
But okay, good. We're all on the same page then.
You may continue.
I think that's the only M&M store I've been in, and I love M&Ms.
Yeah.
I love the characters.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't love those M&M characters?
J.K. Simmons, best role.
J.K. Simmons, yes. I think he got the Oscar for Whiplash because of his voice work as Yellow M&M.
It was a legacy award.
It was a legacy award.
Santa?
This is not a bad yellow M&M impression.
I can do that whole commercial because it's been on the air for 30 fucking years.
It's as old as the first Mission Impossible.
He does exist. They do exist. Santa. Anyways.
I don't understand how it's a store. Like, I don't understand how there's an entire store dedicated to M&Ms.
Yeah, Vegas has the Hershey's store also, and they rely on a lot of merch. I think it can't just be a store that just sells M&Ms, but if you make yourself into enough of a brand, you can just be like, hey, you're just happy to be here. Nobody there is buying M&Ms.
Okay.
Oh, this is a destination. I went to London to the M&M store.
Yes. That was the only reason I went.
Weird.
Yes. I sat on that 10-hour flight, went to the M&M store, and then 45 minutes later was back at the airport.
It's a bold vacation choice.
Which M&M's character do you feel like you relate to the most?
Elmo. No, I'm the sexy green M&M. Or the new, like, bookish, smart caramel M&M. You're like, I made a spreadsheet.
Oh, the Patton Oswalt one?
Oh, is it Patton Oswalt?
I'm pretty sure it's Patton Oswalt.
How are all these M&Ms famous?
Have you been to an AMC theater where they play the fake M&M's trailer beforehand?
I don't know. I don't think so, but probably.
Yeah, it's like to have you not be on your cell phone.
Yeah,
and so it's like a spy movie, and the M&Ms are like helping to prevent the destruction of the world. And if any Hollywood bigwigs are listening, I've written a full screenplay based solely on the footage that's presented in those trailers. So
that's awesome.
If anybody wants to get at me,
3-hour epic.
It's 3 hours long. I see it as 3 separate trilogies. I think it's just like, this is the new Star Wars. The M&M's characters.
Oh, you just made eye contact in the middle of that. That was fun. Yeah, Fast Track Ryan Johnson. Is that his name?
It is his name.
I forgot his name for a sec. I quit. Hey, elevators.
Elevators. What are your thoughts on elevator music? You want a silent elevator, or do you want some music in there?
I'm an earbuds guy. I've always got my own music, so yeah, get that music out. You're harshing my mellow. That is a sour note on Vegas elevators, is they're pumping ads at you. There's a little TV screen on there, and they're just like, come to our spa.
Come to our spa, relax.
It's me.
So the Count from Sesame Street is in all the elevators, and then he's got Elmo in there like to get the star power.
I just remembered there was a. We're getting so off track. Back of a cab. We'll do a Vegas episode at some point. Are you a Vegas guy at all, or
I am
anti-Vegas?
The last time I went to Vegas, I was maybe 12, and we went to Circus.
Yeah, I hear that's awful.
Dun, 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 dun. There was smoke in all the rooms. Dun, 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 dun. I won an Austin Powers doll.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it does not look like Austin Powers. The outfit looks right, but the face that they molded is not good.
Out of cigarette ashes.
Yeah, it was out of cigarette ashes and used condoms.
It was just really quick. They also pump ads at you. There's ads everywhere in Vegas,
ads
obviously.
Everywhere.
In the back of a taxi, they have video screens in the back of a taxi, and they pump ads at you. And there was this ad for Shake Shack, which I love Shake Shack. I can't get enough of Shake Shack. It's my favorite.
Okay.
But this ad for Shake Shack, it was just like, no, you know how generally an ad, there'll be edits and there'll be music and graphics or something.
Yes.
This was just raw video.
Oh, I love that. Like a local lawyer type of level.
But just this guy eating he was like, okay, this is his energy level. I'm going to do the entire ad for you. Okay, I'm at Shake Shack. I got the shake burger. I got a shake, a chocolate shake, and I got some crinkle cut fries here. So let's give him a try. Takes a bite of the burger. Yeah, that's good. Let's try this shake. Yeah, it's a good shake. And then just cut to black.
What?
The entire advertisement was this guy being like mildly impressed.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Is he doing like a Robert De Niro impression? I think so. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Oh, Elmo and Taxi Driver.
Oh my God, yes.
He's Harvey Keitel. Or Jodie Foster. Oh my God. But
what
back
about
to
Elmo in Meet the Parents? I got nipples, Elmo. Could you milk me?
I mean, we got to get like an Elmo doll and just start making movie trailers.
You're saying it as a joke, but I am taking it as 100% serious.
I've got another elevator question for you. If you, because this is an elevator anxiety I do have hard.
Okay.
You're on the phone.
Texting or talking?
Talking on the phone.
Okay.
Are you a phone? Maybe that's my problem. I'm a big phone talker.
I am generally not a big phone talker.
Funny thing is, like, you know me, I'm a very, like, quiet, introverted person, but the more we do these podcasts, the more I realize, like, I've got some very extroverty tendencies from time to time. I believe it's called an ambivert.
Oh.
A little bit of both. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of talking on the phones tonight. A little bit of curling in a ball at the bottom of my shower. Crying.
Oh, no.
It's a little bit of, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Caramel.
Depression
M&M.
number 5.
Oh, too good. My question.
Yes.
You're on the phone. You're talking on the phone for some reason.
I'm just straight gabbing.
You're straight gabbing. You're having a good time. You're talking to a friend, a family member.
Yes.
But you have to take the elevator. So you hit the button, the elevator doors open, you walk on the elevator, there are other people on the elevator. Do you feel comfortable doing your side of a phone conversation in an elevator with other people listening?
No, I don't.
It's terrible. I have several times in my life people that I know will probably start putting pieces together if they listen to this. I will get in an elevator and just go like, well, the other person's talking right now. Let's see if they can just keep talking through the whole elevator ride. And then they'll hit the end of what they had to say, and I'll have like 5 more floors to go. I'll just not talk. I'll just stay quiet as if like the connection was lost. They'll start going like, Evan? Hello? Hi, are you there? Because it's never enough stops or floors to hit the point for them to hang up on me.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll get out of the elevator. Sometimes I'll be half honest and say like, sorry, I was in an elevator. I must have lost service. I just feel so uncomfortable. I don't want anyone knowing what I'm talking about, even if I'm just talking about Elmo.
Yeah.
It's none of your business.
It's none of
I already
your
told
business.
you, everyone in elevators are villains to me.
Yeah.
I can't have them knowing my personal details of my life.
Yeah, I don't like having phone calls in general in a public location.
Ugh.
I got to do it either in my parked car.
That's good phone time.
That's good phone time. That is primo phone time. That's what I was doing before I came in here. I got here a little early, so I was like, I gotta call my parents today. So I just knocked it out in the parked car time. Awesome. Or in my apartment. Those are like the 2 places that I'll willingly make a phone call.
All right. I make phone calls all over the world.
Around the world, around the world.
What if one of the Daft Punk guys took his helmet off and it was Elmo? Which was
and
one
then
of
the
them.
other one took his helmet off, and he was also Elmo. About Elmo in Pulp Fiction.
Say what again?
What ain't no country I ever heard of?
Yeah. I mean, you could put Elmo anywhere in Pulp Fiction. He would work.
Yeah, that's true. You ever get into an elevator? This ever happen to you? You ever get into an elevator and
Yes.
the doors close and you're like, ooh.
Every time.
But the smell is so bad in there.
Like human smells or just elevator smells?
I guess both. I was thinking when I asked human smells,
Yeah.
either of humans who are in there already or have been there in the past.
Left a memory of themselves.
Yes. Much like a dog marked their territory.
What was the question?
You ever get into an elevator and it smells bad?
Uh-huh.
See, I typically will take elevators because stairwells are more likely, I think, to smell bad, at least in like public locations.
Yeah, but they are a road less traveled.
That's true, but sometimes the road less traveled is less traveled for a reason. And it's because smell.
Here's my thing. Let's say both smell.
Okay, yeah.
Your stairwell, your elevators, your dumbwaiters, your escalators.
You ever taken a dumbwaiter before?
Every day.
All right. Asked and answered.
Boom.
Or do you call it a dumbwaiter?
Oh, wait. Let's take dumbwaiter out of the question. I've overcomplicated this scenario. Let's break it down to stairwells and elevators. If they both smell, I'm happier in a stairwell. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
There is a lot of open air in a stairwell. There's
Sure.
a lot of room for guilt.
Okay.
Whereas an elevator,
Oh, I see
you
I
get
see where
in-
you're going.
it doesn't smell good. But then you're going to stop on another floor and someone else is going to come in. You are now the culprit. And the only thing you can do to stop that is nothing. If you say something,
If you say something, it's
that's definitely you.
much weirder.
If you don't say something, it's definitely you.
Yeah.
Because who would ever leap to the assumption like, I bet it was the person that came on before.
Sure. But it's
Well,
also if it's not if you don't say anything, I think there's a shred of plausible deniability. If you, especially if it's as soon as that person gets into the elevator and you're like, this wasn't me, then that doesn't help you. If they mention it, okay, and maybe this won't happen to you because you got your earbuds in or whatever.
Yeah.
But if they get in and they're like, wow, it stinks in here.
That's such a kind move.
That is, yeah.
That's a very kind move. That opens up, because then if you deny it, perfectly plausible.
Is it a kind move though? Because when I just said it out loud, let's say that you have caused whatever sort of scent in this elevator.
I didn't do it.
But no, sir. We're saying you did.
I deny plausibility.
Your buddies, they all confessed and they said you did it. So
Fuckers.
let's go along now, knowing what we know now. You stanked up that elevator, and somebody gets in and is like, "Well, it stinks in here." Then are you like, "Oh no"? Does it feel like as kind of a move if you are in fact the culprit?
If I am the culprit, which I'm not, ever.
That was gonna be my next question. Was have you ever stunk up an elevator?
Not once. I would never. I'm gonna stick to I think it's a nice thing, because you know what my move when you said that, what my instinct was I would just say, like, I would agree. Just go like, yeah. Because then you're not denying it, but you're not taking credit for it.
Oh,
You're
okay.
you agree.
Yes.
And generally, when you agree, like, yeah, geez, it smells terrible in here, you probably weren't involved.
Right.
Expert move.
I see.
Write it down. What did we learn?
What did we learn today?
I don't know. Have we reached that point?
But you've never stunk up an elevator. Your conscience is 100% clean.
Never.
Wow. Good for you.
Thanks. You have something you want to confess to?
Yeah, I've farted in elevators before.
You madman.
I told you with those doors closed. Unhinged maniac. What have we learned today, Evan?
Oh, well, we learned that thing. That's stupid.
Yeah, we've learned how to essentially not lie about committing a crime, but also not raise suspicion. Just agree that whatever has happened is bad, but don't say you didn't do it.
Yeah.
Say, yes, it does smell bad in here.
Yeah.
That'll help you get away with, I would say, 95% of crimes. Yeah, I would say murder. Yeah, this person is dead.
Breaking and entering.
Breaking and entering. Yes. Yes, this window is broken.
Embezzling.
Yes, this money is gone.
And identity fraud.
Yes, this person's identity is gone.
Great lesson.
That's right. If you ever find yourself in trouble with the police, call 1-800-HowDoWeHuman. Lawyers Evan Cox and Chris Binning are here to get you off scot-free.
500-888-8888.
So many commercial jingles sound eerily similar.
Binning and Cox, injury attorneys. They broke up. Have you followed
What?
you haven't
They
followed
broke
this
up?
saga? Like a year or two ago.
No!
Salino and Barnes broke up.
Salino and Barnes
And if anybody
broke up?
away from the LA area is listening, I think they're local, or at least local to California, because I'd never heard of them in Washington. Maybe it's a Southwest thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure their global reach, but because they were parodied on an episode of SNL a couple weeks ago, and
That's true.
that
So
is
yeah, they
set
must...
in New York.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Shit. But yeah, they broke up.
This has ruined my day.
Salino,
If Salino and Barnes can't make it work, who can?
us,
Oh, okay.
just you and me.
Just the
two of us. We can podcast if we try. And we are. But yeah, no, Salino and Barnes each have their own law
Can you
firms
please break
now.
down the full breakup of Salino and Barnes? Because
I could look it up. It is nasty. It is a
What?
mess. It was a
Is it?
messy
It
breakup.
was a messy breakup.
Genuinely, like they're like they sued each other.
What?
Look it up.
Oh my god.
We don't have time to get into it on this. We can do a whole episode on the social anxieties of Salino and Barnes.
Can we please though?
Actually, yes.
Okay, good.
I truly don't see why not. We call it the How Do We Human Salino and Barnes special. Maybe we can get a lawyer in here to weigh in on the topic.
God, this I mean, I had no idea.
Yeah, it's real. It's great.
Okay, so we've learned Salino and Barnes broke up.
Salino and Barnes broke
We've
up.
learned how to get away with murder. We've learned that Elmo fits into any movie.
Wonderfully, yeah. What else? I don't think we learned anything. I don't think we learned much else.
Especially about elevators.
No, not particularly at all. But that's okay. Let's try to force something. What's something we can force that we learned?
Don't get in between elevator doors.
Yes,
if
don't
you need the
always
doors
trust.
to open, just press the door open button and do not put yourself in harm's way.
If you get trapped in an elevator, don't expect your help to be nice about it.
No. Just don't get trapped in elevators.
Don't get trapped in elevators.
Take the stairs all the time. It's pretty good lessons.
Yeah. Loving an elevator.
Elevators are 80% confidence.
Missed that low-hanging fruit.
I was there to pick it up. Binning and Cox always gonna go for the low-hanging fruit.
They make the same joke every episode.
Like 5 episodes in, and we insist on doing 80% confidence.
80% confidence. I don't even remember what the rest of the equation was.
It always came out to 120%.
I was editing an episode and trying to do the math, and I was like, we messed that up. Something's not right there.
I was also going to earlier when I asked if you believe that everything that goes up must come down.
Yes.
I was going to. There was no way to do it organically, so now I'm going to force this joke, which always makes it better. But I was going to say, "Oh, you've gone up, but you have not come down. Oh, you must."
Ah, damn shame.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We've learned that forcing jokes does still get a reaction.
We've got our thing, you know.
We've got something.
It's working.
It's
so
working.
we say before having released any of these. I think it's working.
People are clamoring for this.
Ugh, they don't even know it yet.
Do you have anything
people
you'd
on
like
the streets?
What? You have anything you'd like to plug?
Well, yes and no. Well, first,
And I'm gonna try so hard not to poke a bunch of holes into this, but I really
we need to. We're not good at this section. Last episode, I realized, like, hey, we completely stopped talking about the Instagram account. Hey, go follow that Instagram account.
go follow it
At HowDoWeHuman, because we got the handle.
We got it.
It means something.
We locked it down.
We are now 5 episodes in, and this
Cinco.
will be our first time asking people, hey, subscribe.
Hey, subscribe to this.
Listen to this. Subscribe to this podcast.
Subscribe to this. We've given you 5 episodes.
And if you want to go crazy, rate us.
Go
that means a lot
insane.
in the Apple Podcast ratings.
Go berserk.
Gotta have ratings, so give us 5 stars.
Binning and Cox asking you for 5 stars on Apple Podcasts.
And Stitcher.
Many more. Oh, and Stitcher.
And many more. Other than that, your job's actually easy because my
Easy
thing,
to poke holes in, or
easy to you don't even have to poke holes in. It was preemptively hole poked. It came punctured. I had come up with a new business idea. It was Etsy for dogs. It was going to be called Petsy. My dog had torn up this little snowman toy down here, and I was like, some other dog might want to play with this. It might even have another dog's scent, and that could be exciting to that dog.
Sure.
We're making dog-to-dog sales.
It's
D
a
to
dog.
D.
It's a dog meat dog world.
Oh. Turns out, Petsy's a thing.
What?
But
Although, to be fair, when you said it, I was like, I'm surprised that doesn't exist.
I thought it like 5 minutes before you walked in the door, and we were right. Petsy is a thing. Petsy is a company that you send in a photo of your pet, and they paint it. They hand paint
What?
portraits of your pet. More importantly, though, this episode's going to go a little long because I found this and had to bring it up.
Okay.
Petsy. So their website, we'll plug Petsy, petsy.cc. Just so
Give
weird,
them 5 stars on Apple
weird
Podcasts.
domain. Give them 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Their entire thing, pet art for pet people. They send in your picture, they paint it, they send it back to you.
Okay. Seems pretty straightforward.
They have a section on their website that is for giving one of these paintings as a gift.
Okay.
The headline is Art That Lasts a Loaf Time.
What?
I am showing you the website.
Yeah, that is what it says.
What does that
A
mean?
loaf time. And it's, to be clear, it's not like they accidentally put an O where the I should be. They have straight up spelled LOAF -time.
Yes.
A loaf time.
It is an intentional pun that I don't understand. From a bakery?
Yeah, I don't understand it either. But that's a whole nother basket of bread to get into.
Oh, you did it.
I
didn't
did
think you'd
it.
stick the landing.
Full circle!
Hey, Chris, you have anything to plug?
I do. Besides seeing me put Elmo into every motion picture that's ever been released.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
To the Hollywood ArcLight.
Hollywood ArcLight. Every auditorium playing a different Elmo feature. Have you ever wanted to wear a trench coat, but you didn't want people to think you were some gross pervert?
Legitimately, I own two. Yes.
Well, go ahead and purchase my trench coat. On the back, it has letters stitched in that say, "Hey, hang on a second. The guy in here, he's not a crazy pervert."
That was my turn to poke holes in yours.
I don't see how you could.
I'm going to question the phrasing "the guy in here."
We have them for women too. It says the girl in here.
Oh, I mean that too.
It's 2019.
I think the guy.
Anyone can wear a trench coat, Evan.
Hey, I'm right there with you. We should all be wearing trench coats. Here's the
Binning
thing.
and Cox.
Anyone
can
trench
wear
coats. Trench coats are wildly functional. They're very warm and entirely waterproof. The phrasing of the guy in here,
Yeah.
to me, that does not sound like it's referencing the person wearing it. It sounds like there's another person that you are hiding in your trench coat. And maybe I'm overthinking this, but that's where my mind leapt.
Well,
And that reels right back around to being questionable.
in my market research, we've found that many of the people that wear trench coats are just children or raccoons stacked on top of each other, pretending to be an adult person.
Statistically, that's
Accurate? 98% of all trench coat buyers. So that was kind of where we were going, but we thought about those other 2%. And it's less of like there's another person in the trench coat, as it's more the trench coat's ringing endorsement of its wearer.
Hey, don't get me wrong. Chris, I love this idea.
Thank you.
I love the idea of trench coats that let people know you're not a pervert. It's just the verbiage.
Okay.
It's my only hole I'm poking.
Okay.
And that's a small leak that's being sprung.
That's a tiny leak.
It's gonna, if you want to go and with the verbiage, you'll get some mileage out of this before it runs out of air.
Will float.
It'll float for a while, and then it'll sink.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you bringing this forward.
I love this idea.
Yeah, you are very enthusiastic about it, which I will admit has thrown me for a loop. More than the hole you've poked. The enthusiasm you have about this trench coat has really taken me by surprise.
For the record, anybody listening that's like, why does Evan own two trench coats? One was a Halloween costume. One used to be my grandfather's, and he gave it to me. By gave it to me, I mean he passed away, and I ended up with it.
That is a giving of sorts.
It's a giving of sorts. I've only worn it for that one Halloween costume, which was literally a Halloween costume. I was Donald Pleasance from Halloween.
Oh.
It was not a good costume because I already have a beard and am balding, and it was just me in a trench coat. Everyone was confused.
Well, with that, I'd like to say, Binning and Cox, signing off for episode number 5.
8888.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Wow.